Now this video deals with expressions and type conversions in Python. Starting with an expression. An expression is a combination of operators and atoms. Now what is an atom? An atom is something that has a value. It can be identifier also, it can be a literal also of any type, be it a string, number, list, tuple or dictionary. I have given an example over here, 10 plus 20. Now this statement is containing the operator plus and the values numbers 10 and 20. So this is an expression. In the same way, B greater than C. Again, B and C are identifiers and greater than is a operator. So this is also an expression. Coming up to the types of expressions. See, the expressions are classified on the basis of the operators and as well as operands. So on this basis, on this criteria, they are classified into 5 categories: arithmetic expressions, relational expressions, logical expressions, string expressions and compound expressions. Starting with arithmetic expression. As the name suggests, arithmetic expressions are those expressions that contain arithmetic operators as well as numbers, be it integer or float. For example, I have written 7 plus 5. This is an arithmetic expression. In the same way, 10 multiplied by 8. This is also an arithmetic expression. Relational expression. Now, relational expression is that expression which contains the relational operator as well as any valid data type. So the example is A greater than B. So relational operator greater than is used. So this is a relational expression. In the same way, 20 equal to 20. Now double equal to symbol is a relational operator. So this is also a relational expression. Moving on to logical expressions. Logical expression, again the name suggests, so it will be using the logical operators and any valid combination of literal or variables. The example is given over here, 10 or A. Now 10 is number, A is a string and it is connected with the help of logical operator. A and B. Now here A and B are identifiers and is a logical operator. So this is a logical expression. String expression. The string expression is an expression that contains the operand as of string type or number type as well as string operators. Basically, there are two types of string operators we have. One is your replication operator and another is your concatenation operator. We will not go into the details of these operators, but this topic we will be covering in our video on strings. So for example, I have written A into 2. Now A is a string and 2 is number connected by a string operator, that is multiplication. In the same way, two strings can also be connected with the help of another string operator, that is called the concatenation operator or plus operator. Compound expression. Compound expression is an expression that contains different types of operators. For example, I have written A plus B greater than B minus C. Now in this expression, there is arithmetic operator also and relational operator also. So this is a compound expression. In the same way, A greater than B and B less than C. Now here we are having two type of operators. One is your relational operator and another is your logical operator. So this is also an example of compound expression. Coming up to the another topic, that is type conversion. Type conversion. Type conversion means converting one data type to another data type. Now the question arises is, what is the need of converting one data type to another data type? The exact reason of converting data type is because many a times it happens that an expression contains more than one type of operands. Maybe some are integer type, some are float type, some are string type. So what happens, computer cannot evaluate an expression that contains different types of operand. Before it evaluates, it converts those operand to one particular type. So here is the need of converting the data type. So there are two types of conversions. One is your implicit conversion and another is explicit conversion. What happens in implicit conversion? See, in implicit means something that is done automatically. So this type of conversion is automatically performed by the language interpreter without the user intervention. And when does the system perform it? When it has to perform some calculation. In that case, it will and one thing also you have to make sure that whenever system performs any conversion, it tries to make sure that the data is not lost. So what it will do, it will promote the lower data type to the higher data type, so there is no loss of data. Therefore, this type of conversion is also known as type promotion or coercion. I have given an example over here: 10 plus 3.5 into 4 minus 2.5. Now this expression contains some operands of integer type and some operands of float type. According to the operator precedence, the first operator that will be evaluated will be multiplication, that is 3.5 into 4 will be evaluated first. Now here 3.5 and 4 are of different data type. 3.5 is of float type and 4 is of integer type. So it will not, the computer will not be able to perform the calculation. What it will do, it will convert 4 to floating type. So now when it will convert 4 to floating type, so now the data types are same, so it will perform the calculation, that is multiplication. When this multiplication will be performed on the overall data, the result will be float. So next calculation that will be done will be 10 plus and the result of this multiplication. So the result of multiplication is in float and 10 is in integer. Again conversion has to be done. So it will convert integer to float. 10 will be promoted to float type. So the final answer will be then float. Again one more operator is left, that is minus, subtraction operator. Now subtraction minus 2.5 is written. 2.5 is in float and the result of this addition was also in float. So here both the operands are of same type, so no conversion has to be done. Final result is in float type. So this is how implicit conversion works. Moving on to explicit conversion. Explicit is something that is forcibly done. Now this type of conversion is performed by the programmer according to the requirement of his program. This is also known as typecasting. And for performing the explicit conversion, there are certain functions that are used. We'll be discussing these data conversion functions. The first function that we have already discussed in our input-output video, int function. What does this function do? It converts any number convertible type to integer. Number convertible type means it can either be integer value, it can either be a string that contains integer. So I'm taking an example over here. If your number is 9.8, now it is integer convertible. So when you apply integer int function over this, it will convert it into 9. In the same way, I'm taking another example. There's a string 1, 2, 3. Now this string is containing digits, so it will be converted to numeric form. Moving on to another function, that is float. Now this function converts any number convertible type to floating value. For example, 9. Now 9, when applied float function to it, it will result into 9.0. In the same way, the string containing a floating value will be converted to floating value. Complex. Now this is used to convert any number to complex number. Now this will not accept a string value. If you provide a string value to this function, it will result into error. So if I have written complex 9, now what it will do, it will convert it 9 into a complex form. So 9 will be taken as the real part and imaginary part will be 0. But if you provide two values to it, two arguments to this function, the first argument will be taken in the real part and the second argument will be taken in the imaginary part. So 2, 3 will result into 2 plus 3j. str. Now this function is used to convert any number or boolean value to string value. For example, if I have written str9, so 9 will be converted to string form. In the same way, str12.5, 12.5 will be converted to string type. If I have written a complex number, then also it will convert it into string type. if I have written a Boolean value, again string form. Bool function. This function is used to convert any value to Boolean type. As we have already discussed in the previous videos that the value 0, 0.0, blank is list or blank tuple or blank dictionary or a string, these are false values. The rest of the values are considered true. So on this basis only this function will convert it into Boolean form. Bool 9. 9 is considered true, so it will result into true. Bool 0, it is considered false, so it will result into false. In the same way, 1 plus 2j, this is a complex number, true, so it will result into true. Bool blank string, so it will result into false. So with this we come to the end of this video, but I will just like to inform you that I'll be right back with another video that will deal with the selection statements in Python. So if you like this video, do subscribe it, because I'll be making available many more videos in the coming few days. For the time being, it's bye bye. Thank you.